All right, 9:40, everybody. One of the 5 boroughs is the backdrop for a new film. Here's a sneak peek.
You look like trash.
Chill.
Man, look at your hair.
Stop it. It was a late night. Becoming completely nocturnal at this point. By the time I get home from Nicole.
Nicole's? Y'all still?
Yeah. Still. It's a bit of a complicated situation, obviously, with the kid and all, but, you know, it works.
So it's good, you and Nicole?
Yeah.
The sex, I mean. Talking about the sex.
Yeah, it's good.
So that is Love, Brooklyn. And this morning we're talking to 2 of the film's leading men, André Holland and Roy Wood Jr. Good morning, gentlemen. Great to have you here.
Good to see you both.
Glad to be here.
Here at home, New York's very own. Great to have you guys here. Listen, I love Love. All right, let me just say it that way. And that trailer was too short because this is a film I cannot wait to see. So tell us a little bit about what the storyline is, first of all.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I hope you do get a chance to check it out. So it's a story set in Brooklyn. The movie was entirely shot in Brooklyn.
Nice.
It's a contemporary modern-day love story about a man who's trying to figure out how to move his life forward romantically, and he finds himself caught between these 2 competing situationships, let's say, with 2 amazing women who have incredible lives of their own. And so it's that. It's a movie that we hope is belongs in the lineage of movies like Love and Basketball and Love Jones and movies like those.
Okay, and how do you fit into that? Because you look like you're the friend trying to pry for that information.
I'm the only married person in the movie. But I think what's important about this film is that, you know, Andre's character, and not just him, but Nicole Bahari and DeWanda Wise, who play his counterparts, it's all about the idea of, do you choose love? Should you choose love? And who do you choose? My character represents what happens after you make that choice and whether or not you're happy with it and whether or not there's things that you should have done different in the choosing process. So I'm kind of like a drunken Yoda.
Right, there you go, right.
It's like, my character's like if Master Yoda wasn't quite a Jedi yet, but I'm trying to help him be a Jedi. I hope that analogy makes sense. I feel like I'm not connecting with you.
That is so good. That is so good. So you're best friends in the show then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's a wonderful story, not just about love, but the complexities of it, where we are now as a society, because these are 3 characters that are changing within a neighborhood itself. Brooklyn is, we talked about it a million times on Daily Show. So the idea of where you fit in this place that's changing, and who gets to come along with you on that ride.
Yeah. And you're going through that in the movie, right? You're stuck between these 2 situations. What does each relationship reveal about your character?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
So one of the relationships, the one with Casey, played brilliantly by Nicole Bahari, is one that's a very familiar relationship. You know, they're a little bit toxic, one might say, in that they, inconsistent. But there's a lot of love between them, and I think that brings out the kind of youthful, playful energy within Roger. And then there's this other relationship with DeWanda Wise's character, which represents a much more mature, settled, life, which Mr. Yoda here seems to be nudging me towards.
And in real life, what would you resonate closer to?
I would resonate towards being with one person. It is stressful. Here's the thing. When you broke and don't have a job, it's easy to date a lot of people, but I got stuff to do. I'm trying to make money, and I have a child. I'm co-parenting over here, so that's already like 70% of your life. So with that 30% you have left, you want it to be good and quality and good with somebody, and with one person.
But in the movie, because you're obviously people know you from the comedy roots, Daily Show and stuff, but this is a more dramatic role for you, right?
Yeah, it still skews comedic, but it's definitely not in that upper performative registry, which is what I'm so thankful for, because our connection is through Steven Soderbergh, who's one of the executive producers on this film, and I got a chance to work with Mr. Soderbergh on a digital project, and so they were like, oh, we believe you can do this. So there was never a question of whether or not I could play a little bit more of a grounded character. So I'm thankful to him, and I'm thankful to our director, Rachel Abigail Holder, as well, for trusting me with that, because that's, you're asking for a lot, because I'm doing most of the laughs in the movie. Of course, we have Cassandra Freeman as well, who we don't have time to talk about her character, but very funny too.
Yeah. Was he serious on set?
it was a nice mix. I mean, he definitely brought the energy, the levity, but when it was time to drop in and be serious, he killed it.
I was on set scared because this was like we were shooting right after I quit Daily Show. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. And action. Anyway, love. You got to be in love with Brooklyn. And cut. Oh! What did I just do?
I need money.
Yeah.
Well, you did something good with this film, right? And Brooklyn is kind of a character in the film in its own right? Yeah. And you guys both live there.
That's right.
What do you guys love about Brooklyn?
I love the community. You know, we both from Birmingham, Alabama originally, and what I love is, you know, growing up in Alabama, I grew up in a community of people who were always there to look out for you. You know, and also if you doing something you had no business doing, there was always somebody who would call you back in.
Right.
And it's like that in Brooklyn. You know, I walk down the street on my block, and you know, Miss Lorraine across the street says hello, and I know the kids, and so it feels like a real community. That's what I love.
Yeah, and I would say the same. And it's not only that, but I feel like everybody there is invested in it, so they're always checking up on one another. I remember we did a story talking to some older black residents who still own brownstones, and they're making that decision in their 70s and 80s. Yeah. Do I sell it? Do I try to pass it down? What if you have no kids? And people in the neighborhood coming over and like trying to encourage them to keep their brownstones. So the idea of just trying to keep the community together in a way to be able to live and walk that on a little bit of a regular basis, and then to be able to present it on screen, like that's a huge honor. It's a very unique place.
Yeah, I mean, what's cool about it is that a lot of these films that take place in New York City aren't shot, obviously, in New York City. Like Vancouver's a big backdrop for a lot of these films, right? So it's cool that it's not only called Brooklyn, but it's shot in Brooklyn entirely as well. What do you want people to walk away from when they watch it? To choose what?
I think that rather than walk away with something, I think people will leave with the confirmation of what we've always suspected and what our parents never really told us, is that love is extremely complicated and it's not linear, and it's okay to take your time in figuring out your path. It's also okay to change your mind when it comes to love. Like it's not until y'all married, man. Hey, I don't want to do this no more. Click. Like it's not that simple. But you get what I'm saying.
Not.
We've been presented this very college curriculum level matriculation of what togetherness is, and the truth is that it's much grayer than that.
Yeah, and it's different for everyone.
That's right. That's right. And I think also, you know, the movie is also saying that like you have to evolve and develop your own sense of like a real relationship with yourself in order to be in a relationship with somebody else. That's what the lead character is going through, I think. So I would say that.
Well, I can't wait to see it.
I know. Good stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Good to meet both of you. All right. Love Brooklyn opens exclusively at the Angelika in New York this Friday and expands nationwide on September 5th.
Good stuff.
Go
What are you doing?
check it
You
out.
doing some presentations about it? What are you doing?
Some Q&As.
Some Q&As?
Some Q&As.
That's this weekend.
After the screenings.
I'm putting you to Ted. What are the dates?
Wednesday through Saturday.
That's right. We'll be
Hey. Yes. All right, guys. Thanks again. All right.